how do you make friends and how do you make friends so easily? The easiest way to push something away is to be needy, is to be desperate. Ask yourself, how comfortable are you to spend time with yourself? Focus on identifying who you are as a person. The one thing that was on my vision board was to actually make great friendships. What's up, guys? Today's video is going to be super duper close to my heart, and it's it's going to be very valuable for you as well. I'm wearing this hat today, by the way. It looks so gigantic on my face in the camera right now, I feel, but I want to wear it because I'm already missing my parents. They just left today. They were in Bali for the last 8 days. I gifted them this trip as their anniversary present, and to my brother also, like even he came. So my family was here and we had the most magical 8 days. It was just so beautiful, and today they left in the morning, making me feel like it's weird. Like they were here only for 8 days and I was here since April, and now it's what, June, and I was fine. But suddenly, ever since they've left, I feel like they just left. So yeah, I've been missing them a little bit. But any which way, I want to really pour my heart out when it comes to this topic because it's super duper, like I said, super duper close to my heart. Oh, by the way, if you have not watched the video that I made on my experience traveling across Paris, London and Shanghai, I would link it up here. You really need to watch it because that will give you an understanding as to how hard of a time that I had making friends once upon a time. Because ever since I've come to Bali, I've been meeting such incredible people and I've made some really good friends, and I've been getting this question so much that, how do you make friends and how do you make friends so easily? So anything to do with making friends, I'm going to talk about that. Now, here's the thing. I've realized that all my life, if I struggled with making friends, it's because I was coming from a very needy energy. Okay, like I was coming from a place of, oh my god, does this person like me or not, or just like so much going on in my head. Is this person judging me? Is this person thinking this about me or that about me? And then wanting to fit in and trying to fit in, and then trying too hard to maybe even be someone else I'm not, or trying to please someone in a way that didn't feel authentic to me, but I did it because I had a fear of missing out, like fear of missing out on making a great friend or something like that. And we've all been there, we can all agree that some or the other point we've all been there, where we wanted to be like. Now, here is the thing. When I was coming to Bali, the one thing that was on my vision board was to actually make great friendships, like meaningful connections and meaningful friendships. Imagine if it was on my vision board, you can get an idea as to what my history looked like, with regards to making meaningful connections. Because I don't know, somehow I always found myself as an outlier. Like I just couldn't bond with people the way that I've seen people bond with each other. You know how girls call each other their girlfriends, and brothers, for like guys, they call each other brothers, and just like, you're getting my point. Bonding, I was always trying so hard to have that I kept pushing people away, because I keep talking about the fact that the easiest way to push something away is to be needy, is to be desperate, is to want it so bad, and is to try too hard. So when I came to Bali, this was after I had done all the work on myself, okay? Which means I had fixed my relationship with myself. All the times that I was not able to make friends, my relationship with myself was messed up. So which means I didn't think that I was good enough. I didn't think I was worthy of making friends. I don't know, like people would like me for me. Whatever was happening in my reality, my assumption about it was that, yeah, that's not gonna happen with me. I don't know why. I'm not gonna make good friends. I know that. And just like conversations like these. And I didn't believe in myself. Okay, so you get the idea that when I say you gotta have your relationship with yourself fixed before you can attract any meaningful relationship for that matter. So up until now, if this was the case in my life, when I came to Bali, this was after I had fixed my relationship with myself. What that means is, in my eyes, I became somebody who was worthy of everything, whether people saw it or not. I didn't feel like I had to prove anything to anyone anymore. I didn't have to go to great lengths to prove to people that I'm a good friend or I'm a good person. It was a laid back attitude. It was like I took a step back and I was like, whatever. The right people and the meaningful connections that I'm looking for, they are going to find me. I'm not desperate for them. but we are going to attract each other in our right timings, because that's the way to attract something, that you stop looking for it. And I know that it's very like, how do you say it, like contradictory, that you attract things when you stop looking for it, but that's the thing. When you come from a place of like, I'm happy exactly as I am. I love spending time with myself. I love being by myself. There are so many people here who were actually so surprised when in the initial days in Bali, they used to look at me and they'd be like, oh my God, you went to the beach alone, and you went to this place alone, and you went to that place alone. Like for them, it was so weird to see that I was having such a great time in Bali by myself. And I had no shame in it. I was so happy about it. Like literally, I have traveled 1-2 hours long trips on bikes by myself. I've explored the places by myself, and I was so happy by myself. So the point being that number one, ask yourself, how comfortable are you to spend time with yourself? Are you somebody who's going to get bored? Because if you get bored in your own company, how do you expect someone else to not feel the same way? Does that make sense? If you don't think you're a good enough person, why should someone else feel that way? If you don't think you are interesting, if you don't think that you're funny, that you're fun to be around, why should somebody else feel that way? And if you feel that about yourself, the person next to you is going to pick on that energy. Because any which way, you're going to be lost in that conversation in your mind that, oh my God, am I doing too much? Am I doing too little? Am I coming off as this way? Am I coming off as that way? So you're not being yourself. You're not even in that present moment. You're caught up in all these inner chatter, which totally nullifies the whole purpose. So when I came to Bali, the point being that I took a step back. I stopped looking for friends. I stopped trying to make friends. I just had natural, organic conversations with people, with me being me, okay? Like legit, nothing, it's super simple. There is no rocket science to how do you make good friends. How do you make good friends is to sort of identify what are the kind of people that you're looking for, like what are the kind of friends you're looking for, what are the kind of relationship you want to share with them, and then ask yourself if you have the same relationship with yourself. And then you go back and you start to have fun by yourself, with yourself, without needing to have someone around you. And you stay true to who you are. So when you are around people, instead of wondering how are you coming across, instead of comparing themselves, instead of feeling, oh my God, this person is so good looking, instead of being intimidated by them, how about you embraced the whole situation? How about you just were present in that moment and you focused on having fun, and you focused on just being by yourself and having a good time? And this applies to every kind of person out there. Don't be in the assumption that someone is extroverted and that's how they end up making good friends or something like that. I am an ambivert. I love my own space as much as I like being around people, but that's not to say that that's an advantage, because whatever you seek is seeking you as well. And the only way to find the right people in your life and make the right friends in your life is to actually show up as your most authentic person, as your most authentic self, because there is someone like you, exactly like you, out there who needs a friend like you. So if you are going to try to be someone else that you're not, if you're going to try to like fit into groups that you really like don't want to fit into, you're going to miss out on an opportunity to have a real connection. So the number one thing is to focus on identifying who you are as a person and then staying true to it, and realizing that you don't have to be at every event, every party, or be friends with everyone. That's not what making friendships is all about anyway. It's literally about identifying who you are. It's about knowing that you think highly about yourself with high regards, and you let it be. And then you just let things be. You just let things flow. Whoever comes, comes. Whoever leaves, leaves. Doesn't matter. The way that I made friends here is so funny. Like literally, it was like 5 random people met over breakfast here at the guest house where I was living. And then one day we were having a chat. And then this one guy is like, you know what? Why don't we go to a chocolate factory? And everyone said yes. So here is another thing, that you should always, instead of being fearful of unpredictable situations like these, and I don't mean that every time you need to say yes, but just be open to opportunities, be open to new things, be open to fun experiences. So when I said yes, all 5 of us went and we had the most amazing day, and it just like slowly kind of converted into a group. We kept hanging out, we liked each other's companies, and most importantly, all the people that I'm friends with right now, they sort of feel like my people. Like they sort of feel like, yes, their values align, their thought process aligns, their wavelengths align with me. Like as a person, I can look at them and be like, yeah, they connect. Because if I were to hang out with a person who didn't feel that way, I would not hang out with them just for the sake of having someone next to me. That's a desperate energy, that's a needy energy, and then that means that I'm not content with myself, and that's the extent to which I need to go in order to make friends. That's not the case. So make sure that you're open to new experiences. Your relationship is fixed with yourself. You are somebody who's saying yes to new things. You're somebody who values themselves, who sort of looks up at them with high regards, and just like I said, let things be. Just let things flow. Know how to fall in love with your own company. Because remember when I said, if you don't feel that you're fun or think that you're fun, why should someone else think the same about you? And when you are traveling, especially like if I'm traveling solo right now, a couple of things that could also help you make friends is like, let's say picking up a place where I'm staying, it's a guest house and it's like a villa turned guest house. So I can meet people from all across the world. So I am exposing myself to an atmosphere like that as well. Sometimes I go to cafes by myself and I strike up conversations. You need to learn how to step out of your comfort zone, because until you stay in your shell, that's not going to be very helpful either. So do things that are uncomfortable. Go to places alone, go to places by yourself, cafes or even clubs or even concerts or just whatever, wherever you think that you need people to be with you. Go there alone and have fun. Because I promise, when you're able to do that, you become a magnet for the right people into your life. When I came here, I also tried a lot of different ways. Like I tried to set up a profile on Bumble, for friends. And I tried to do all these things, but like none of these things really worked for me because I felt like I was trying too hard again. But that's a way. It didn't work for me, but that doesn't mean that it's not going to work for you. So the point being, do things that will expose you into situations where you meet more people when you're traveling. And even in general, do things that you otherwise will not do, knowing that you can have fun by yourself, you can be by yourself, and you don't need to prove anything, you don't need to be anyone else. You're just you accept yourself for who you are, and you stop overthinking, you stop overcomplicating, and you just live life like that, where you become a magnet. Those people who have, when they walk into a room, their energy is so magnetic. Everyone wants to talk to them. Everyone wants to be around them. Those people and you, the only difference between like them and you is that they know that they're the real deal when they're walking. They know that they're confident. They know that their energy is there. Everything about them is something that they accept and love and acknowledge. And they don't need to prove anything. They don't need to be anyone else. They are just them. And it's a calm energy. Calm energy looks like a straight line, which is very, very magnetic. That's who you want to be. Watch my other YouTube videos. Maybe it'll also help you fix your relationship with yourself, or if you have more suggestions on what topics I should be making videos on with regards to, or like in alignment with this particular topic, there's a Google form below. Fill in that form and let me know. Feel free to check out the links below. Join our Telegram community. Check out the Effortless AF Academy. Connect with me on Instagram. Come say hi. And that's about it. If you have any other questions, I hope this was able to clarify some things for you, because I understand how intimidating this can be, and I've been through that. So I know for sure. And now it just feels like when I stop trying, everything is coming together for me. So that's what I want for you as well. So let me know in the comments below what you thought, what are your questions like, and I will try to answer them. And until then, I'm going to see you the next time. Bye.